Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, up and down the country, there are thousands of supermarkets and they employ a lot of people. Now, some of these people, you see them because they're on the shop floor, stocking the shelves or working the tills, doing customer services, that sort of thing. Some work behind the scenes in the stores, out the back, doing the stocking behind the scenes, in the little warehouse they have with each store. Or they're up in the offices, perhaps, or they're out in the yard behind, pulling stuff off the lorries and putting it in on fork trucks and things. There's a lot of people involved. And that's just at the stores. Of course, nationwide, you have the big central distribution warehouses. They're filled with people. You have the lorry drivers. You have the head office and headquarters at regional level and national level. All sorts. There are hundreds of thousands of people employed in supermarkets. And whilst they, as employees, will not see their national insurance rise, the supermarkets themselves will have to pay more because they're the employers, and employers' national insurance is going to rise. This is equivalent to a tax. The only problem is, as we all know, companies do not pay tax. Companies collect tax. And so this rise in national insurance is going to be passed on. And how do they pass it on? Well, simple. Prices of stuff in supermarkets is going to go up. Inflation, food inflation especially, will continue to rise under Labour. Means those at the bottom end, for whom food is a far larger percentage of their income than those at the top, will find that even more money that they earn will be gone on food. And they say they're not going to harm the working man. Well, that's a lie, because the working man will have to work even harder if he wants to do all the things he used to like doing, like eating. Meanwhile, those at the top, they don't care, do they? They're just as rich. Doesn't matter to them. It's a terrible tax. Why are Labour doing this? Why are they going after the vulnerable all the time? Who knows? But these high street supermarket bosses are telling the government that prices are going to rise. They've been on the phone with the business minister, Jonathan Reynolds, and they've been on the phone with Rachel Reeves. They've been on the phone with everyone and saying prices are going up. And you'll notice it, and people will notice it. And when they do go up, we'll say, sorry, there's nothing we can do. The government increased our charges. The government have taxed us more. We have to raise prices to pay those taxes because that's how it works. It's an expense and you've got to cover your expenses. But of course, this is Labour. They don't understand that because they're all remarkably stupid, and none more so, of course, than Rachel Reeves. And it isn't, of course, just the supermarkets. It's the pubs, it's clubs, it's nightclubs, it's cinemas. It's anywhere where there's a lot of people working and they'll have to pay more. And that's all got to be passed on. Every shop and bar everywhere. Just think this. Every price is about to go up to cover the employer's national insurance. Now, for some businesses, they won't be able to do that because it's not that kind of business. So they'll get around it by not giving pay rises. Sorry, can't give you a pay rise. The money we were going to use to pay rise, we've just had to spend on giving to the government in the form of higher national insurance. So your pay rise has just gone off in tax. And then the people are going, well, that's not fair. We're going, don't blame us. You voted Labour. And so everyone is screwed by this because they think, oh, but we're putting it as any employers paying it. No, employers don't pay tax, you ignorant, stupid bint. Will someone take Rachel Reeves out the back and force that bit of information into her, one way or another, that employers, businesses, limited companies don't pay tax? And until she gets that, she'll keep doing this. And we'll all be screwed. Thanks a lot. Bye.